How was it, Golden Comet? How did your first taste of Fungus Mechanicus gameplay go? Really smoothly, and I enjoyed myself immensely, thank you. Judging by expression, I suppose you haven't come to a conclusion yet. I totally came to a conclusion. Did you not just listen to me, Hanaya? Wow, I feel so ignored right now. I only went for one round after all. That is true. With this little test content, it is indeed rather difficult to judge the strengths and flaws of Fungus Mechanicus. Don't you worry. Miss Hania and I will be here for a while, and we'll have one new Mechanicus stage for you every day. 7 and... Should have waited till the event was almost over. 7 in total. That's what I said last time. Come over whenever you have the time, and you'll get the opportunity to test those stages. Although you're the overall overseer, you say, rough, in these matters. This game was something that Ms. Hania and I came up with of our own accord. So this is an expenditure of time that lies outside your plans. As such, a fee will be provided to you for services rendered. Haha, well, I won't say no to that. You'll see that more back next time you run this tournament. Very straightforward, I like it. I mean, look, I have 17 million Mora. I can invest. I've applied for the 2 fungi to be furnished. I don't think it's physically possible for me to ever get through that much Mora. I really don't, unless I upgrade every single character I possess, which is impossible because I don't have the mats for it. I've applied for the 2 fungi to be furnished with sufficient residence privileges, so they'll be here in Port Automos throughout Fungus Mechanicus test phase. That's great, because I need 2 more though. Can I get Blizzara and whoever the hell the other one was? Your silver companion can spend more time with Bongohead too. Fuck Paimon, I can't wait either. Yes, you should go see Bongohead as well. It misses you, you know. Adorable, but not the point of the quest. Bring us with you. Okay, it looks like we're going whether I want to or not. You can feed Bongohead and Kindle Joy with it. It's their favourite. I thought they all ate different things. Hania's gift of marvellous jellos. Okay, well, where are my shroom buddies? Huh? Talk to the shroom. Oh, they came with. Okay, sorry. I thought we had to go to where you stashed them. Apparently not. Come on, Bongohead. Let's play a clapping game. Can any part of its anatomy clap? I don't know if it can, Paimon. Come on, Kindlejoy. Let's dance with Bongohead. We've gotten pretty familiar with Kindlejoy, but we still can't quite communicate as well with it as we can with... That is terrible. I'm sorry, but we still can't quite communicate as well with it as we can. It's just very wordy. We still can't quite communicate with it as well as we can with... Yeah, that flows better than me, but... I guess everybody's got their own opinion. You're a real happy bean there, Paimon. Yeah, no, I'm doing this too. You're here, Lunara. How are things going with the Fungus Mechanicus trials? The test period will still be on for a while yet. We can play them every day before it concludes. Ooh, so Hania and our shroom buddies will be here for a while, huh? That's great. Pam was planning to ask you to stay here for a day more so that we could spend more quality time with the fungi. But it looks like we can hit 2 birds with 1 stone, testing Fungus Mechanicus and playing with our shroom buddies at the same time. You have a good carefree time with Paimon, Bongohead, and fuck you game. That was great. Look, like Paimon's worries have all flown away. Didn't even get through a line, let alone a sentence. Well, Bongohead, Kindlejoy, see you tomorrow. Have fun, you little cuties. They have way too much energy at this time of night. Hey! The whole squad's unlocked. Twirly whirly. Combat buffer. Okay. So we have a keystone and battle, if you say so. High impact. Formation fulcrum, whatever the fudge that means. Shields. Oh, that's dual blaze. Okay. Then what do you do differently? You do targeting skill. And you don't... I wish it would tell me the difference. Although... Formation fulcrum. I don't know what that means. I don't see any explanation for it. I don't know. Flowery fleshy. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Ooh, limited healing? Nah, no one's a better healer than Bongohead. Stormstress. Alright, and your healing support as well. And then we have a combat buffer. Storm Sage. To fire off continuous and long range attacks. Long range. Long range. Ooh. You sound useful. Alright. Let me in. Ooh. I can do a lot of them. Complete challenge. I don't need that. I just need to defeat all mechanic. Cool. Got it. Let's go. I probably should have read that. Anywho, let's go. Flame of Smarty. Party setup. I want my healer. I want my fire damage. Oh, well that's no fun. Okay, fine. Probably should have checked what we've got so I could do elemental reactions, but whatever. Okay, everybody just attack. And then you do... There we go. Get in. Get in. Oh, damn it. No. 3, 2, 4. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this one was still here. My bad. Okay, now get into here. Okay, we're gonna heal shortly. Now we're fine. Go get that, buddy. We're good. Reinforcements, you say? Well, nope, let's heal. I said one. Get. Just gonna be in charge of my healing, don't mind me. Although they suggested that he comes, so maybe I should use his buff a little bit more. Get out of that, guys. Oh, poor guy. At least he had a shield. Oi. Get in there, team. Get out of there, team. Get back in there, team. Yeah! We're doing good things. I was trying not to use all my gel, alright? I knew I could have gotten harder with the attacks, the special attacks, but I was just trying to be conservative and not use all my gel in case I needed to heal. Or, you know, something bigger came along behind, but it didn't, and so I felt like I was a little too conservative. Maybe I should be more aggressive this time. Oh, you want double fire? Why double fire? Oh, because there's a lot of cryo going on over there. Yeah, okay, well that makes sense. In that case, I want to keep them in the similar order. That way I realize what their numbers are. I see clarity. We could all attack the same thing. Ugh. No, don't go ahead. Don't go ahead. Don't go ahead. Listen to your girl, alright? They've got it. Yep. Alright, team. Oops. This way. Oh boy, big damage. Oh yeah, go ahead. Grab that, would you please? Yeah, bongo head. You're amazing, please. Oops, heal. Okay, everybody, out. I said out, you twit. Alrighty. That's for you. 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 And we all just attack, and hopefully that will be it. Yep, number 12. Pew! It's really easy to do it under 4 minutes. I do it in half the required time. Ah, I'm out of water. Typical. So there's no further quests. It's purely just this, I'm assuming. We've got a lot of hydro happening. Why have you got exclamation points? You're wanting Dendro and Cryo to freeze those guys. I see. But we have to take the healer. I like my fire. I'll take your Dendro and your Cryo. But yeah, no, I don't expect much from me. Water bag barrier. No. Over here. Wasteful. Ooh, that's a dot. I didn't realize that was a dot. It's cute the way he falls back. Oh, adorable. Must be reinforcements coming. There we go. Come on guys, you can do it. Get over here, Bongo Head. A bit of heals because you need it yourself. Alrighty, we are gonna freeze you. Oh, I missed the gel. Oh well, we're fine. Oh, we're so not fine. Go, Bongo Head. Get it. Ah, you guys can tank it. We're fine. Damn, annihilated. Second last. Oh no, it's no longer gonna tell me what them. Well, what is that? Mystic Blaze. That is capable of delivering fantastic pyro attacks. Ambush pyro. When all fungus hovers over his mechanicus, his pyro damage will be dealt to nearby mechanic. Oh, so that's something I should be using. Got to. I see. Animo, Hydro, Electro. I'm not quite sure how to attack this. I'm sure there are massively better ways to approach that, but whatever. Special devices present in certain stages. Command the little fungi to claim these devices for some additional support during the challenge. Fungi head. The bunker head should stay on this. Stay on this bunker head. Bunker head. We're damaged. We're really, really, really damaged, buddy. Can we all attack the same thing? Bunker head's getting severely damaged as well, by the way. You stay over here, Bunker Head. Don't know why you keep getting off that. Oh, I missed it. I wasn't paying too much attention. Let's wait. Bunker Head. Heals are required. Plus, there's literally no point to being that far away at this juncture. Yeah. Actually, no, we will heal. And then we'll stand on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna get back down. Can we have a bit of focus, please? Ooh. Getting a bit distracted. It's fine. We're doing great. One to go. We smashed this out in like half an hour. Okay, we've got Hydro and Cryo. What is that? Fires heavy damage projectiles to the physical damage. The further it flies, in other words, they hurt me. Yeah, okay. We need to prioritize the weird UFO looking thing. Okay, well, fire's always good against this lot. Might need some protection, but I also need some damage. This is a tough one. I'm not sure about this one. 1,000. Actually, Bunker Head, if you could do the honors. Don't worry about Bunker Head. Bunker Head's fine. Fine-ish. You guys are doing fine. Whoosh. Oh, this guy. Focus, guys. Oh, sorry, Bongo Head. I was not paying attention. That's on me. Oh, god damn it. I accidentally clicked. Okay. Oh, dude, you annihilated those last few. Yay, we did it quickly again. With the extra... I was going to call them turrets, but they're not turrets in this version. They are mechanici. But we did smashingly. I think we nailed every single challenge. That goes to show this is actually too easy. Which isn't so bad. I enjoyed myself. I had immense fun from that. Could have been a smidge harder though. I would like to have felt that my fungi were in, you know, fear of death at some point in time, but they just kind of didn't. Seriously, all I had to do was wait one more day. And I could have done the entire thing. Oh, that sucks. That's okay. I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. And yeah, no follow-up quests. No follow-up quests. Alrighty then. I take that as an absolute friggin' win. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to start. Whose quest? We're doing Dehya's quest. Dehya, my dear. What are we doing? Lion's Blood, Manticore, Chapter 1, Act 1, Shade Upon Red Silk. One day you and Paimon stopped by the Grand Bazaar. Well, not the city I'm in, but you know, you do you. This is the easiest way, I think. Actually, no, the other one would have been easier, but we'll take it. Although this does make it a lot simpler. Yeah, actually, no, I take that back. This is the easiest way. I was just thinking about going on foot the whole way down. Like, ugh, that's pretty time consuming, actually.
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list?
We have a shopping list?
Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
Of course she wants some extra food. That wasn't on our list, was it, Paimon? The answer is no.
We can still add it to the list.
That defeats the purpose of a shopping list, Paimon.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Actually, now that I think about it, I kind of thought that your story quest would be out in the desert dealing with the Eremites. But I guess I'm wrong. Guess we're playing with Dunyazad again instead.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together. Dehya, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
Right? That's what I thought.
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends.
Yeah, but what are you doing for a living? How are you earning money? Can you really afford to just be idle?
The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
Aha. Okay, so that's the reason why you're in the area.
I told Dehya to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
Oh, Dehya, you're part of the family. That's so sweet.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming.
Because I know nothing about your family.
Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. Paimon can't believe you can still refuse that.
Of course. If it's related to food, that will be Paimon's reaction.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today, when you leave?
I was about to say, is your father okay with that? But this woman is clearly of an age that it doesn't matter.
There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
And she can now that she doesn't have the Eleazar.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Oh, she's making excuse, dear. Why are you making excuses not to take Dehya out to the desert?
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
I don't know. If you keep blowing her off, I don't trust you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately.
Really?
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid.
Dear, paranoid? Dear, what's up, girl?
Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Yeah, because that was hella convincing.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
I don't necessarily agree with Dehya here. She's saying that if there's something really worrying you, like, you need to tell me. You know, that's what friends are for. You need to tell your friends. But I'm on the side of, like, if you're friends, you should be able to tell whether or not they want to speak about it, because they don't need to speak about it just because you're their friend. They have a right to either deal with it on their own or, you know, keep some things private. Just because you're friends doesn't mean you get to violate all that. So I don't know that, I mean, it's nice to share things with friends, but I don't think you need to force Dehya to tell you what's wrong, because she doesn't need to tell you.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme.
Well, yeah, you're
Everything
mercenaries.
operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
That's not true. You can give emotional support without knowing the particulars. That is also part of being a friend, Dunyarzad, not being a busybody.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are you?
No, because she seems rather invasive.
All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
I know with the background music like that.
Okay, let's talk here.
The music didn't change.
Try not to draw any extra attention.
What do you mean draw any... When do I ever draw extra attention, thank you, dear?
As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora.
Where are we? Who is this chick in the background? Why did I not remember seeing this before?
My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave.
How is it that I've known you for like 6 months and I didn't even know that your group had a name? This is news to me.
However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
King Deshret.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
I still maintain that if you're translating this into English, characters, you need to have a K here. This inherently does not say ugh. Got it?
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Not many people we come across are, Paimon.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something.
N-
Believe me, it's a really stupid name.
Sounds it.
I found it insufferable for years.
The name of the people.
Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father,
Ooh.
Kusela.
Ooh, here I was going, yeah, we don't know much about your family, dear. Not knowing that we're going to get this juicy detail about her father. Okay, so your father has no morals. Got it.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
What didn't they do?
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them.
How is that mercenary work? That doesn't sound like mercenary work. That just sounds like full-on murdering people for the sake of murdering them.
Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
Jesus, get a job, why don't you?
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
I was going to say, who can take care of us? It's not really within the Matra's realm of expertise or even in their purview. It's the desert.
I don't know how Deshret's relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years.
How long has it been since you've seen your father?
If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
What does he do when there's nobody left to kill in the desert?
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic.
Ooh, savage.
But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women.
And now he spends all of his time murdering people. He's really gone up in the world.
Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
And yet you still chose to be mercenary in the same line of work as him. I find that interesting, dear.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women?
You did, but that didn't mean he was
That was
married.
the result of one of those encounters with some random person.
Oh, you are a bastard. Good to know, dear. It really actually has no bearing on me whatsoever. But okay, so you don't actually know who your mother is. That sucks. What a shitty father.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me.
Sure. Wow, that's just rough. But that does speak volumes of the woman. Why has she never come seen her? Grammar, sorry. Because, you know, she at least knows that Dehya is her daughter because she physically gave birth to her. So, why did she abandon you? Maybe because your father's an absolute douche nozzle?
He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories.
I'm just going to point out I don't like the use of the word brigade. The only time I ever hear the word brigade is like fire brigade when they're talking about like fire emergency services. But even then I hate the words. I don't really like that they're using it in this context.
But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest.
Unlikely.
Or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Also really unlikely. Do you know any dragons and forests that desert people need to go help out with? And do you know of any princesses in these realms? There is no monarchies in existence, so how can you have princesses without monarchies?
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
Ooh, delve deeper into that. How do stories of princesses come about in Teyvat when none of the lands have a monarchy? It has always been Archon ruled. You don't have a royal family. So how do they have fairy tales about princesses? Riddle me that, mijo, yo.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play.
You know what that means, dear? Small things amuse small minds.
Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords.
That kind of sucks.
It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
Evidently.
What an interesting guy.
That's a good word choice. But it doesn't sound like he had all bad intentions. I don't know, it sounds pretty selfish if you ask me.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him. ...
Until...
Until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them.
Ew.
No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
Yeah, no, that sounds like it. I just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much more trouble.
Yeah.
What's the catalyst?
I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
Goods or people?
I see. But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Anything dealing with the relics sounds dangerous.
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
She likes the adrenaline rush.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
I appreciate where you're coming from, Dunyarzad, but honestly, in this situation, you're just gonna have to get over it and learn how to deal with it. It's Dehya's life, not yours. You cannot ask her how to live her life.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
Right? And you were right not to share.
What should we
But
do?
Dunyarzad means fine.
They both have valid concerns.
Because I can actually... No, Dunyarzad really doesn't. She needs to deal with her own worries and insecurities by herself and let Dehya live a damn life. I'll go back to the desert with Dehya.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess too.
But unlike the lady next to me, I'm a confident adventurer.
Well, she's super tough, so if she went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
The way she emphasizes she, it's sort of like, and Dunyarzad, you can't.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took her along to help.
You can count and you can't count on me. I'll just do my best.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
This will be the first time we're actually meeting people that you work with. Lion's blood has started. If it's about lion's blood, why is there a chapter called Manticora? I don't know. Anyway.